Zaccarella, and today I'll be reviewing WordQ Pro, the desktop version on a MacBook Pro, version 5.3.5. For those that are curious, WordQ also offers options for PC users, the desktop app. They recently just came out with the Chrome extension, and they also have an iWordQ app for iPad users. But today we'll just be reviewing WordQ Pro, the desktop MacBook version. WordQ is what we call an assistive technology suite, meaning that it includes multiple different tools within one product. For the sake of today's video, we're just going to be reviewing the word prediction and speech feedback that's embedded within the word prediction tool. Here's a little overview of what we'll be discussing today. So first, we'll look at a quick demo of the tool, key features, strengths, weaknesses. Next, we'll go into examining users' experience, my experience, and others' experiences that have been documented within research. Next, we'll look at the intended user of this tool and how this tool can be used to work around students' academic weakness. Fourth, we'll take a look at and think about core considerations with the integration of this tool within the classroom environment before, during, and after the integration of this tool. And lastly, we'll take a look at how this tool can be used in conjunction with the guided notes strategy. So let's get into the demo. So I'm going to take a moment and show you how this tool operates, how it can be used in different places, from our web browser to Outlook and Microsoft Word on our desktop. So go ahead, open the tool up, make sure the word and the speech are clicked on to be able to use the tool. So what the tool does is that it predicts the next word the individual is trying to produce using natural language processing based on previous word already written, while also using grammar and syntax of the previous written text. It provides the user with multiple word options and different ways of selecting these predicted words. It allows the individual to either select the word using their mouse keypad or actually use the numbers on their keypad that's associated with the word they're trying to select. One key strength of this tool is that it has a built-in text-to-speech feature. If you hover over the word in the word prediction list or use the arrow keys on your keypad, you're able to hear your computer read out loud the words. As we know in the English language, there's many words that are not spelled as how they sound. So this feature allows individuals to hear the word and select the appropriate word they're trying to articulate or produce in writing.
Excused. Exciting. Exchange. Accept. Excited. Excited. 2. Learn. Learn. About. WordQ.
Another strength that this tool has is that it's customizable and that you're able to adjust the tool to meet the student's learning profile, preferences, and change it depending on the academic task they're engaging in. First, we're going to be taking a look at the customizability of the speech feedback. As I just demonstrated, you're able to adjust the volume, you're able to adjust the reading speed for the individual, you're able to pick different voices depending on a user's preference. Additionally, as well, when you look at the feedback option, you're able to choose the text and how it's spoken as you type. So if the words are spoken, if the sentences are spoken. Also, if you want the prediction list to be read out loud to you. You can also customize your vocabulary. WordQ has its own vocabulary list that includes more than 15,000 words. Although it has a huge vocabulary, users are able to add words or phrases to their vocabulary list. Users are also able to create topics and vocabulary from a website or a book that's associated with a topic of interest. So let's say I'm trying to learn more about dogs. I can go ahead and copy some text from Wikipedia and put it into the software, and the software would be able to add words within the text to its vocabulary, supporting its ability to predict allotted words. You're also able to implement and put new words in the software manually. and as well able to put different abbreviations. You can also customize the word prediction list and the numbers of words within the list. It's important to keep this in mind for individuals with severe spelling challenges and keeping the range high. So the program has more opportunity to predict the word based on the initial letters. You can also include synonyms and display usage examples, which I'll get to in just a minute. Customize the font, the size of the font. When talking about the display usage examples, it offers examples of commonly confused words and what type of word the word actually is. If it's a pronoun, adjective, and how the word can be used within a sentence. So as you can see on the screen here, as I'm typing, the ones with an arrow, if you hover over, it will provide the usage examples. This is important to keep in mind and may benefit individuals that have challenges with the rules of language. You can also manipulate the order of words, so from most likely to alphabetical order. The layout of the word prediction list we've been seeing thus far in the video, vertical list. You can also change it to horizontal. You can also manipulate the position of the list. So this far in the video, you've seen it kind of following the cursor, which for some may be helpful, but for others, it may be a distraction. So we can actually just leave it in one place. Go ahead and show you what that looks like. So as you can see here on the screen, it's a horizontal list. I'm able to actually manipulate it to wherever I think is best. You're also able to adjust the prediction. This particular area here just gets at how the program is predicting your words and where the words are coming from. It also supports kind of afterword prediction, so adding spaces, adjusting punctuation, capitalization of the first word of the next sentence. I think this is important to keep in mind and hope to support individuals with increasing transcription speed. As I mentioned earlier, you're also able to select the word prediction list in two different ways, using your keypad on your keyboard or just by clicking it using your mouse. The last strength I want to talk about today is that this tool is not internet reliant. WordQ is a client-side application, which means it runs on a user's local computer, meaning it doesn't need any internet to access the tool, as you can see here on the screen. So this is a huge advantage because although we think internet is stable and accessible across all Canadian households and within educational institutions, as you can see on the right hand side here, based on the 2021 broadband coverage across Canada, about 8.6% of Canadians don't have access to internet. And as you can see, this statistic increases for Canadians living in the north, rural areas, and First Nations reserves. So because this tool can be used without any internet, users are able to access the tool in various environments and under various circumstances. So now that we looked at the strengths of the program, it's important to consider the weaknesses. Outlook open on a web browser. I'm trying to type. And as you can see, as I'm typing, the word prediction just kind of disappears on the page. If I try to look at Google Docs, it does work in regards to selecting, go to, to the park 5. However, if I put this web browser in full screen, as you can see, my word prediction list disappears. If I get out of here for just a minute and open up my Word document that I opened up before, if I put this full screen as well, it disappears. So as you can see, the only way the word prediction list appears is if your document is in kind of a minimized view rather than a full screen. Now I'll take a moment to talk about users' experience. So I've been using this tool for about a month now, and I have significant spelling and reading challenges, and it's helped me work around these areas of challenge. I would definitely say it's improved and supported my quality and quantity of my writing, and now allows me to kind of edit in the moment and catch mistakes in real time. WordQ also provides users with user-friendly instructional videos and guides on how to use these particular tools, which has been amazing when I've had to troubleshoot challenges. Taking a look at others' experiences Ivanova et al. 2010 conducted a study to test the efficacy of 3-word prediction programs, including WordQ, Co-Writer, Writer Assist, to see how these programs support students with writing disabilities. Authors conducted interviews with 6 students. 4 out of the 6 students in the study preferred WordQ over the other programs. They said WordQ was faster and was better at predicting words. Tam and Wells 2009 conducted a study to evaluate the benefits of WordQ word prediction for children with physical disabilities, looking at performance and satisfaction when the predicted window was moved to a personal digital assistance device placed near the individual's keyboard. Participants said and reported that they had higher self-perceived performance and satisfaction with the tool. So now I'll take a moment and talk about intended user and academic weakness this tool can help work around. Word prediction was originally designed for individuals with physical disabilities who experience motor fluency challenges in both gross and fine motor, making the physical act of writing and, for some, typing laborious due to deficits in visual motor integration. Therefore, this tool can help individuals work around this deficit and allow for fewer keystrokes to be used, making the writing process more efficient. Tumblin and Heller 2004 found that for some participants, word prediction software increased typing speed and reduced spelling errors. Likewise, Tam and Wells 2009, through visual inspection of their data, also found that word prediction software improved typing rate and typing accuracy. However, within the past about 12 years or so, the main user has shifted to individuals with learning disabilities with deficits in transcription, which is challenges with the basic mechanical process of writing, like forming letters, spelling, grammatical rules, those types of things. More specifically, individuals with deficits in phonological awareness, orthographic processing, and rapid automatized naming. So, word prediction helps individuals work around and support, according to the study I talked about earlier, Ivanova et al. 2010, as they were looking at 3 different word prediction programs. They looked at students' writing, they looked at length, spelling accuracy, composition rate on 6 students with learning disabilities with writing and spelling deficits. And these authors found that regardless of the word prediction program, it improved student spelling accuracy, and for some students, they also made gains in total of number of words and composition rate. Cilio and Barbetta 2010 stated that word prediction alone and in combination with text-to-speech programming, participants wrote longer, more syntactically mature compositions that were better organized and had fewer spelling errors, demonstrating that word prediction has a positive impact on writing for students with learning disabilities, improving quality and quantity of their narrative writing. Taken together, word prediction allows users to work around transcription challenges, which allows them to focus on the process of writing rather than the mechanical kind of mechanisms of writing in itself. Now I'm going to take a moment and talk about things for teachers to consider before implementing this tool in the classroom environment using the SET framework. First, we want to consider the student's learning profile, their typing experience or typing speed, as some users may need some typing training before the introduction of this tool. We also want to look at students' spelling ability. MacArthur 1998 found that individuals with severe spelling challenges did not benefit from the word prediction program as they didn't know the correct initial letter of the words. Of course, this is an outdated study and word prediction programs have gotten better, but it's important for us to keep in mind. Next, we're going to want to consider the student's working learning environment, so the classroom. Of course, because this program is located on a computer, the individuals are going to need a table to put their laptop on to use a tool. If individuals are using the speech feedback, it's important that they have headphones to be able to hear the words read out loud, while also minimizing the distractions within the classroom. Although this tool does not require the internet to function, the school internet is a huge part of the students' learning environment. According to Lamon and Cunningham 2020, teachers report that the internet access is one of the barriers to classroom AT implementation. So as educators, it's important to keep this in mind when thinking about successful AT implementation of these tools. Next, we want to consider the task the student is required to complete and how this tool can be used to support the academic task. So particularly, the word prediction tool can be used with any writing task, from an essay to note-taking to math word problems. Teachers need to provide students with a digital copy of the task in order for them to use this tool. A big consideration when we're thinking about tasks, say if an individual is doing a math task or writing numbers, they're going to want to turn off Select by Number in the prediction keys section when typing numbers, as if they don't, when they go to type the numbers, the word is actually going to be typed instead of the number that they've selected on their keypad. Lastly, we're going to consider the tool. So considerations when thinking about using word prediction as a tool for your student. So as I mentioned earlier, this tool needs a laptop, as this tool is a client-side application and runs off the local computer. Lastly, it's important when we're thinking about overall successful AT implementation in the classroom that students and teachers get some training before the introduction of the tool within the class. Lastly, I'll take a moment to show you how this tool can be implemented within the guided note-taking strategy. So a guided note is just an outline of the class topic for the day. So here's an example of a cloud guided note for a science class. It is the main ideas with key words left out for the student to fill out the missing information. So an individual with a transcription or spelling challenge, as you can see on the screen here, can use their word prediction and speech feedback to be able to take notes during class with their transcription challenges not getting in the way of getting the key ideas and notes down on the page.
Water.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about word prediction in WordQ and the speech feedback embedded within this tool as well.